Hey WILDR folks, welcome to this week's video. This is a totally new format for me. I am going to be checking out a video about Mikaela Shiffrin's training. I am so excited to watch it and to give you some of my opinions. This isn't from her channel. This is someone who I think has gone and taken Instagram stories and stuff and put them together into a compilation. So let's check it out. Let's see if her training checks out. She's pretty much one of the greatest ski racers of all time. I'm a pretty big fangirl, so. Okay, we are starting out on a bike here. When I worked at the Canadian Sport Institute, we would do these kinds of tests. They're either looking for a peak power test, so they're seeing how much power she can create, or they're gonna do a lactate threshold test. I don't think I see anything set up to take her blood. The lactate threshold testing, they'll take your blood, and she's going pretty hard for a pretty short period of time. So I think this might be a peak power test. Biking, so good at the beginning of the ski season, leading up to ski season. It's not lateral, so it's gonna help you build that muscular power. It's gonna help you work on energy systems, so like not getting breathless when you're on the hill. But you gotta move laterally as well. Oh man, we're getting into the good stuff. Okay, she is doing rear foot elevated split squats here. Incredibly good for building up that single leg strength. So think your outside ski when you're turning. These are actually in our 8-week online pre-ski program. That is so cool. And she's got a lot of load on there. For most of the people I'm working with, we do not need to put that much weight on the bar, and I will actually, because most people don't have a barbell at home, we use dumbbells. Oh, into power. Oh, okay, I love this. So if that first exercise was slow and controlled, it's working on building strength and maybe even muscle size. This exercise is all about using your body together as one unit to create power. Tons of ways to do it. Oh, I love this. Tons of ways to work on power. You don't need a kettlebell to work on power. Oh, and then stability. Look at how strong she is. Her body is totally still except for that arm movement and that scapular movement to her shoulder blades. She's just, it makes sense. This girl, her last turn in a course looks just as powerful and strong and consistent as her first one, and I think that's a testament to the work that she puts into the preseason here. Damn. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and we get to see her skiing. Oh, they jump cut. I want to see more of the run. That's not fair. It looks like here she's training on a glacier. They have lanes and you book a lane. So it looks pretty wild. You have course after course after course set up on a glacier with either, depends on where you're training, lift access or T-bar access, or sometimes even just snowcat access. Whew, that was wild at the end. Oh, into some upper body. Okay, super common thing I see with people. Oh my gosh, this is moving so fast. Okay, I think we're only gonna be able to do the first like couple minutes of this because there's just so much happening. And if we wanna talk about more of it, you should leave a comment letting me know to make another one of these. This is moving so fast. The upper body thing, a lot of people think don't work your upper body if you're getting ready for ski season. Totally disagree. The first thing, we want to be able to have a strong torso, and doing these movements where we're moving overhead helps us kind of learn how to be strong in the core, and that strong core is going to lead to us being able to control our center of mass and our body no matter what's happening under our feet. But also having a strong upper body for her is going to help her push out of the start gate, so that's super important. And now she's doing some lateral work. Finally, I was hoping that we'd see some lateral work here. Just some cone work to work on agility. There's also a little bit of a plyometric action happening because she's jumping in a way. Yes, okay, we got some lateral movement, folks. This is what I was hoping to see. Skiing, we wanna build the muscles up strong independently, but then we gotta work laterally. Now, if you're a beginner, I probably wouldn't say put weight on your back and jump off of a box. That's not what we wanna do. Oh, we're frozen. Hold on. We're buffering. We lost internet. Hold on a second, folks. Turning on that mobile hotspot. Welcome to rural Alberta. While it's loading, let's go back to the loaded stuff she was up to here. There it is. How would we make this work for someone who is not an Olympian? Couple things. Start with trying this without the barbell. We don't need added load at the very beginning, and probably lowering the height of that box a little bit. You want to pay super special attention to the way that your knees are working, that they're not diving in when you do this lateral movement to start off with, for sure. And now more stability. I think this is so cool, and I feel like it really reinforces the fact that when you're skiing, this might be a hot take, but I really don't think your feet are your base when you're skiing. I think that if you have stability, like if you're able to really be solid in the core and let your legs work as shocks or springs underneath you, then you're less likely to get bumped around when you're on icy terrain or moguls, anything like that. So that's, I think, why we're seeing so much dynamic core work. Oh, she's even got extra weight on there. That is hardcore. Nice. Half of this is so cool. So she's working on, when she talks about core, or when we're talking about core, she's not just working on her six pack. She's not just working on her abs. We saw there for a second that she was working on the back of her body as well, but super strong. She's so strong. And then some glute work. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this is so cool. I love watching this. We've got lots of this stuff in our 8-week program. We do not have that machine. Most people do not have access to that bad boy. It looks super cool. I've never even tried one of those before, but they look really hard. My gosh. See how similar that is to coming in and out of a tuck. More core, more glutes. Oh, I love this girl. Some dynamic lateral jumping. You could do this at home. You don't need any equipment for this. She's moving laterally. She's building up the strength of her tendons and ligaments in addition to developing power. This is quickness. Think about slalom. You know, her first Olympic win was slalom, right? When she was 18. I think she's the youngest Olympian, youngest American to win an Olympic medal in slalom. Am I right? Am I wrong? Google it below. Oh, look at that. Wow, those are not light. That is a heavy ball that she was throwing. Again, if you're a beginner, don't be loading this. Make sure your jump mechanics are primo, especially for her. Those knees aren't coming in, so she's not getting mad caving knees. Do you know what I mean? She's not like, her jumps don't look like this. This must look so funny on the cameras. She's got that amazing jump position, and she's focused on executing that well. And I guarantee that she has done thousands and thousands and thousands of these over the years. Ooh, that's cool. I want to try that. I've never tried this before. Clearly, we're working on the obliques here, and that's going to be so important for when she's got those massive forces. Deep, high step-ups, that's important, and some lateral movement. I love it. Oh, little thumbs up, showing that she's building leg strength, but she's not ignoring the rest of her body. So smart. And she's working with a pro here. She's got someone that's showing her what to do and how to do it. I think even if, and she probably does, really understands what she needs to work on, having someone else, a friend, your camera, and filming the movements that you're doing, or having someone to just talk to you and show you what you're up to, can be so helpful for doing things correctly. And everyone's gonna have different movement patterns that they kind of default to. And oftentimes those movement patterns that show up in the gym are also gonna show up on snow, so it's kind of neat to take a look at. I think filming yourself, even if it's just you filming yourself, is gonna be super important. Again, we're back to single leg work. I wonder if that's her garage. There's ski stuff in the background, some gardening stuff, lots of dryland stuff. I shouldn't be looking at that, but it's just interesting. Oh, I love it. I was totally waiting to see Cossack squats. These are Cossack squats. Again, she's a badass. You do not need to load them with as much weight as she is loading them with. But think about how protective it's going to be to expose your body to that movement in a controlled environment, the gym, before you maybe see it on snow. I love that. Nice power here. This is a super advanced movement. This might be one of the movements that maybe would be in her program that we maybe wouldn't put in someone else's program, because she needs to correctly time that snatch movement. She needs to have stability through her shoulders to be able to do it properly. And this is sped up, so it's hard to see. Oh, look, that's why you need upper body. It was sped up, so it's hard to see. But just think about it for a second. She's catching that weight in that overhead extended position, so she needs to be super prepared to do that. We did something super similar when I was interning at CSI for our hurdlers. And we get to see more skiing. Ooh, I hope we get to see some, oh, that was not enough. We want to see some actual skiing. That's too bad. All right. I'm gonna cut it here because that was so much information so quickly. That felt like a ride, but it was super fun to react to. Is there anything that I said that you disagree with? Or is there any other videos of her that you want me to check out? If so, drop in the comment box below. We've got two very exciting things happening at WILDR this month. The first is a ski quiz, so you can figure out what your ski superpower is and what your kryptonite is, and it's a 2-minute quiz. It took a lot of work to put together, but I feel like it's A, very fun, and B, it kind of gives you a glimpse into how to make the most of this year on snow. Second thing we have is our 8-week pre-ski online program is launching, and so we have a wait list below that you can get onto to be the first person to find out some more information about that program. We've been running it for 4 years. Every year it has helped people get on snow and feel stronger from the first day, so that you're not having to cut your first day short because you didn't put in some work beforehand. Anyhow, let me know how you liked this video format. It was very fun to do, and I hope you have a WILDR week.